Hey there, friends. Just wanted to say thanks for coming back and checking out this video where I am going to be restoring a pretty awesome tool that I am super excited about. And just go ahead and give you a quick tour of it right now. Drop the tailgate of the truck and tell you a little bit about this super exciting opportunity that I have gotten. This is going to be a little bit of a different video, something I stumbled across on Facebook Marketplace that I'm pretty excited about is this very old vintage mortising machine. So it's hand cranked. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. You crank it, you got an auger bit in there, it drills down, and then I can put a 1.5 inch bit on there and it will just drill down into the wood. I move it. I just sit on this and do all the work and then move it. Very simple, super cool piece of machinery. And I was able to get this for such a good deal. These I've only been able to find through like eBay and a few other places for like $200, $300, $400, $500 for like really nicely restored ones. And this popped up on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace. And the guy was selling it for $100, and I was super pumped about that price. So I emailed the guy, or I messaged the guy and said, hey, I'm interested. Swung by. We got to talking. He had no idea what it was. He just thought it was a cool piece of equipment. He figured it was going to go in somebody's antiques collection or whatever. So we got to talking. I told him what I was going to do with it. Restore it, use it to build my house. And he lost his mind. He loved the idea that this was actually going to be put to use for its intended purpose. And he knocked some more money off of the deal just because he was so excited about what was going to happen with it. And so all told, I got this for $80. And it's in fantastic shape. The wood is all solid, very solid. Just maybe a little bit of cleaning on that. The gears and metal pieces, there's a little bit of light surface rust, but in general, this thing is in really, really good shape. I'll turn you around a little bit here. So,
I just got paint on it.
Oh, I got my little helpers over here painting and to keep me company.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the initial disassembly on this. So I do see a little bit of a maker's mark here. I'm gonna try to clean that up enough to see it and figure out who made this and maybe a model number. But as you can see, little kiddos can use it just fine. Oh. So I'm gonna do it'll be a quick video for you guys. This is probably gonna take me a little bit to get this fully restored, but I can't wait to get this thing up and running. My next project, once I get this finished, because I have my 1.5 inch chisel all set up, and I have some 3/4 inch boring bits for the dowels, as I'm gonna make some timber frame sawhorses, kind of a starter project, because I've never done the layout type things for timber frame. So start small, and from there you just scale it around. So yeah, I'll just have you follow along with this, and then we'll go from there. My little tinkerers are really good at what they do so far. Tell them what you've done, Keene. What have you done so far?
Okay. What is cutting?
Oh, you've taken that apart?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you do, Oliver?
No.
Oh. Your reflexes are working? Are they working okay, Ollie? Hey. Hi. Did you take it apart too? Did you take these out?
Oh, that.
You did? And you took those other ones out too? Okay. All right, so about an hour into disassembly, marking and everything went really well. So check this out. All of the pieces came apart extremely well. Very pleased with that. So very well built. Very excited to see what I'm seeing here. Mortise and tenons everywhere where there's connections, and then there's bolts holding everything together for like easy disassembly and repair. So a very brilliant design. All that came apart really well. All the bolts are in like the same condition as they were. I've marked them all, so these I'll be able to dress up with my wire wheel really easily and be able to keep all the original pieces. The head mechanism, everything appears to be working just fine. I don't think I'm going to go through the trouble of disassembling this whole system here. This gear here has already been broken at least once. Looks like someone tried to get this key out. So this one would come out if I pulled on it enough, but I'm not going to tempt fate with that. And the key in here is peened over, so I'm just not going to mess with it unless I absolutely have to. All this stuff turns freely, a little WD-40 inside of the gearing and everything. That should all work fine. I'll be able to dress up all this with just a hand brush and some WD-40, and it's going to come along great. Actually, this is all in really good shape. The rails that this slides up and down are all in great shape, and the rack that this little pinion gear here. Next step is I'm going to get the metal all cleaned up. I'll probably do just like a fresh coat of like black enamel paint just to make it clean and preserve it. I'm going to sand and put a nice fresh coat of oil on all of this. And then it's literally going to go right back together. All of this is, there's no reason to fuss around with it anymore. It's going to be a user, so that'll be the next. I'm about to go work on my boring machine, but first, gotta change my oil. Just kidding. Bet you thought I was gonna make you watch that whole oil change bit. While I was changing the oil, I started getting that soaking in the cleaning stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some heavy duty scrubbing on all the metal bits and pieces, and then I gotta go grab my grinder that's got the wire brush on it so I can get it all this plus the small parts, and then do some sanding on the wood, maybe some painting. We'll see how this turns out, and then be able to put it back together. So I'm gonna get crack-a-lacking. Well, folks, there it is, all restored. The drill, the boring machine itself works fantastic. The issue I have right now is I don't really have a good bit. The bit that's on there, super old, corroded, pitted. I sharpened it. It cuts, but the tip of these things have a screw that helps pull it through the wood. And that screw on this particular bit is shot. I'll give you a look here. So this is the boring bit. So this is the boring bit that I was using. It was an old, well, typically used for this type of work, beam brace, but it had this piece on the end. So that normally goes into a wooden T-handle and is capped off with a nut. And it's just kind of hand powered that way. So usually these use a lot more like pushing force to get the cut, coupled with that screw there that pulls it through the wood is not doing its job. So I was able to get something started here. Also this thing, and I guess it was kind of a standard, I see it on a lot of bits, but it doesn't have, get it to focus here. This little piece here is like, it's sharp and it severs the wood fibers on the outer edge of the circle, so that when this part here cuts, it's only removing like that piece of wood and it's not fighting the wood grain. Well, who knows if this is actually touching first. There really should be another one here. And I don't know if it's like gone, got grinded off. I feel like that probably was just the original design. I've got another bit that I can modify that has the cutting little wings there on both sides. I'll probably mess around with that a little bit, but it's not like a high priority right now. I just wanted to see if it would work. It does. I just got to get a good bit for it. So, all that being said, very pleased with this. Got it for 80 bucks. It looked rough around the edges. Super pumped when I took it apart because it was in spectacular condition. If I take the little spur gear out there, like that is very smooth, surprisingly smooth. Does very well. So it's all cleaned up, painted, protected. I can kind of put this away until I'm really ready to start using it sometime in the warmer weather. And I'll probably tinker with that other bit to see if I can get it to work. This bit here now is kind of pretty useless, but it was not in great shape anyway. So I might see if I can take a triangle file to the teeth of the screw and maybe get that to like kind of register a little bit better. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably hold on to that as scrap metal, because one day I hope to have a little forge area and I can kind of use that in some of my tinkerings. So that'll just kind of go in the scrap metal bin, I believe. And that's all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I was super pumped, super excited, and yeah, the excitement just really never left with this. This turned out really good. One more shot of it. I'll turn you around. It looks so good. This ended up being oak. The frame is a hard maple, which is fantastic. I thought it would beech at first, but nice hard maple. This thing is sturdy. It's easy. If anything ever broke on it, which I doubt it would, it's these bolts with some mortise and tenons. Like, I could replace any of these pieces so easy, except for these handles. This was interesting. Maybe not to anybody else, but to me, I thought this was cool. So they actually took the effort to like make these pieces, glue them together around some kind of flange in there. So like these handles don't come off. Nope, they're there, permanent, but they cleaned up very well. They're in great shape, so no need to worry about it. Yeah, that's cool. But as always, thank you for sticking around and checking out this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you got any questions on the restoration, just let me know down in the comments, or hop on my Instagram, shoot me a DM there, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you've got. A few friends I know actually have these machines kind of just sitting around their barn now that they've seen those pictures, and they've been asking questions, wanting sizes, because they just have like the metal piece without the like wooden frame. So hopefully I can get a few other people to restore theirs and get some more of those beautiful pieces of equipment out in working life again. That'd be cool. Well, adios. Today I'm going over to the sawmill, and there'll be another video on today's activities because we're doing a bunch of milling for post beams and stuff. So I'll see you over there. Bye.